If you have money to make payments, don't wait.
What is the number that you closed in 2022?
Over 80 millions. I think it's over 82, 83 millions.
Take me back to that moment of when you were doing the underwriting and things like that, and you decided, I want to go into the sales side of private money.
Maybe needed more challenge because I couldn't grow. And I was a person who left office, right? For example, at 6, but I could come in an hour or two to do something else.
Where do I start? Where do I begin to find my journey, to figure it out?
Find people who will inspire you.
Thank you so much for joining Prime Time with Mendel, second episode. I'm here with our guest, Kirill.
Hello, everyone.
Thank you so much for taking the time. I know it's the last day of 2022. And you're still closing deals. Tell me about that.
Yes, I have a deal we need to fund today, but I'm not sure if we can fund. We're still missing some items from borrower.
Awesome. So as I was pulling up over here, we had our interview scheduled for 9:30, came in 9 o'clock. I see the parking lot is empty, and whose car is sitting there so beautifully?
Whose car? Which car?
Kirill. Your car. So we're going to talk about that. What does it take to really be successful? What mindset do you need to have? Before we get into that, let's first discuss what's on everyone's mind is we're hearing, is there going to be a recession or not? That's what we want to discuss first, just to clear the waters, make sure we know where we're holding.
I'm not sure about the recession. But I think whatever is happening is mostly in people's mind. If you still can buy a house and you can make payments, why don't you buy a house? Don't think about high rate. If you know you're going to make money on this house, go ahead and do it. In a couple of years, you'll buy another house when you're done with today's purchase, right? And a couple of years, rate will be lower, most likely. Why do you have to wait? Why do you think about recession? If you know that you can make payments, you're going to make money, you know what you do, go ahead.
But if you're buying, let's say, for renting, a lot of times when you're buying something, it doesn't even cover the mortgage
That's
payments.
what I'm saying. If you have money to make payments, don't wait.
So as long as you have the money in your bank account to make payments, you're saying even if the property itself is not covering, it's fine because you'll just wait it out till things get better?
Right, because you invest in your property. You're not wasting money.
You're saying get a good deal now, even if, let's say, the rent right now doesn't cover let's say a tenant comes in, it's not covering your payment, better bring in a renter that's not covering the payment fully, pay out of pocket, and then in 2 years refinance? What?
In a year, refinance, sell wherever is going to be exit for you.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, I think if it makes sense for you, do it. If it doesn't make sense for you, don't do it. Do something else. Wait, learn, talk. Maybe you can get a partner, right? Don't go alone. Get somebody who has money too. Buy with a partner's house. It's going to be easier for you to make payments to afford this house. Get a tenant. People still looking for where to live, right? So you most likely going to rent. And today is a good time to get a good deal because today is buyer's market, not seller's market anymore.
Also, something to touch on, to reflect on, is investors right now, or the big investors, are waiting. Yes. So, and first-time home buyers are having a little struggle with qualifying because of interest rate.
I understand, but that's what I'm saying. If it makes sense for you, if you can afford it, go ahead and do it. That's it.
You're saying that's why there's opportunity, because there's a lot of people on the sidelines. That gives us opportunity to be able to get a good deal.
Right. Today is the time for a good deal.
Okay. So what is, if you don't mind sharing, what is the number that you closed in 2022?
Oh, yeah, really?
Loan amount.
I didn't count. I'm going to count today, but it's over 80 millions. I think it's over 82, 83 millions.
Okay. So closer to 85 million.
Yeah, I'll know.
You'll know tomorrow.
Today.
Yeah,
I'm good.
Okay, so that's amazing.
Yes.
So let's talk about that. There's a lot of people in the real estate market, real estate agents, mortgage brokers, that are right now going through a tough time. Since the rates went up, a lot of people are having, if you're a mortgage broker, are having a hard time keeping that flow of business. If you're a real estate agent, it's not so simple anymore. You can't just list a property and it's just off the market without doing anything. You can't overprice it. You have to really think about, is it a good price? You know, is it fair market value, not fair market value? Are you overdoing it? So what is your advice to somebody in today's market starting out? They could be already either a past professional, you know, already doing this for a long time, or someone that's just starting out to navigate the high interest rates.
Okay, I'm not a real estate agent, so my advice wouldn't be probably good for them. Right. But what I would mark, it's really you have to put a good price, a real price. Don't overprice, or at least you know that you can go lower price. If somebody makes an offer, you know that your client will accept this offer. For example, you sell it for 1 million, somebody says, "Oh, I'm buying for 900," and you know it's still good price for this property. You need to make sure that your client will accept this offer. Don't waste time on keeping property on the market 3-6 months. Longer it stays, it kills the value of the property.
And what is the benefits of having a private money lender, having a good relationship with a private money lender if you're a real estate agent or if you're a mortgage broker?
You always know that you can count on these people. And as you know, we close fast, right?
Right.
So many times banks, they don't perform as what they offer, right? Because if you go full docs or non-QM, there are a lot of items has to go through underwriting.
Right.
And many times there was banks said, no, we're not doing, or they lowered loan amount. Like in October or November, I had a deal. It's my repeated client. He called me on Friday and said, Kirill, bank lowered my loan amount from 1 million to 800,000.
When did he need to close by?
And closing was following Monday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I spoke to our fund manager and underwriter. We get an offer like in a couple hours. And because we provided an offer, buyer's agent was able to extend for a week. So we really closed this deal in a week.
Oh, wow.
So we provided like $945,000.
What was this, a purchase?
Yes, it was a purchase.
Where, a single family?
No, it was mixed use.
Mixed use?
Yeah. It doesn't matter, was it mixed use or single family.
How much was he putting down in that case?
We did 75 LTV of appraised value, but he was like overpaying. It was a very good deal. That's why in today's market he overpaid.
Right.
But what I'm trying to say is that it's not about like mixed use, right, or residential. It's about how fast we can close, and we can close, and we provide good leverage, like 75 LTV. I think it was pretty good leverage in today's market.
Right. So, let's say where you're coming from, how long are you in this industry for?
6 years. I'm here with this company 6 years, and I'm in this industry 6 years.
Right. So take us back a little bit. You know, starting out, from 0 to 85 million, it's a big jump, right?
Yes.
So obviously now it's like, thank God, and should grow. And I'm sure you have a lot of goals for next year. You probably want to double it, triple it. What do you want to do?
My goal for sure to be at least at this amount. It's not easy, because as I say, it was it's more than double from last year.
Right. So what was last year?
Last year was 34 million.
34?
Yes, 34 million.
And the previous year?
Previous year was 16, 17. So I was doubling every year. Mm-hmm. But I started as assistant in this company of underwriter.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So you started as underwriting assistant.
Then I became a processor. Mm-hmm. Then I was underwriting deals. Mm-hmm. And one day I moved. I said, enough.
Right.
I need something different.
Right.
So I needed more challenge because I couldn't grow.
Right. So take me back to that moment of when you were doing the underwriting and things like that, and you decided, I want to go into the sales side of private money?
It was probably like when I came to this company, my goal was already to go to sales, right? But when I came work here right away. I moved from Ukraine, so no English.
Oh wow!
No experience in real estate. So I had to work and learn this field, right?
Right.
So I was working more than anyone. Like I was a person who leaves the office last.
And came first.
And most of the time came first. And I was a person that who left office, right? Mm-hmm. For example, like at 6, but I could come in an hour or two to do something else, to learn or to finish something. So it helped me to learn. So I was learning basically closing deals for somebody. I was learning case studies.
Got it. So the first step was you had experience as a processor and an underwriter, so you got an experience in understanding the deals, and then when you decided you wanted to go into sales, it wasn't such a big leap. It was kind of like, okay, now I know this product, now let me sell this product.
Yes, you have to know this product. You have to know what you sell. It doesn't matter you do hard money, you do real estate.
So your first year as a salesperson, how much, if you don't mind sharing, how much did you make in your first year?
I think it was, I believe, 7-8 million.
So first year 7, second year 16.
16, 17.
16, 17, and the third year 30. And
my first year wasn't like a real first year, right? Mm-hmm. I count like from January 1st through December 31st. So I started in May, mm-hmm. right? I moved on sales, like I said, in April I'm moving on sales, and I was asked to do a little bit more processing and writing, wait a month, but still you can already can sell. Mm-hmm. So basically first year was like 6 months for me.
Got it.
6 months. And I think that year I closed around 3-4 millions.
Got it.
Something like that. Next year was 8, 7, 8, 9. Then
so first year was a half a year, 6 months. It was like 3, 4. Second year was 7.
8.
Third year was 16. Fourth year 34, and now we're holding at like 85. So
I don't know. Yet.
Okay, we'll know by the end of the day, but let's call it 85 just for argument's sake, just to make it. I'm sure something will close by the end of the day.
No, we can fund, but we record only next year.
Right. Okay, so that's fine. That's close enough. So that's very interesting. So take me through the moments. Right now, take me through the moments of doubt. Take me through the moments of, not knowing that you're going to close 85 million. Take me through those moments. What did you tell yourself, let's say, in the beginning when, you had empty months? I'm sure you had a few of those. Did you have empty months?
This year, no, thank God.
Not this year, but in the beginning.
Of course.
Did you close a deal every month?
No.
So like
my first deal I closed like in 3, 4, or 5 months.
3, 4, 5 months. Wow.
Yeah, my first deal I closed it second, but it was first deal. By the way, it was a good amount. This was like 2.6 million.
Right.
And it took me to close long time. It wasn't an easy deal. It was a mid-construction refinance.
Interesting. Well, that's a hard one.
Yeah, I got it. We were talking, discussing. It took long there. But my first deal was fix and flip, and I learned a lot when I did first. Right. Basically, my first 2 deals were fix and flip and construction, and it gave me a lot of knowledge.
Right.
So if you can close hard deals, right?
You can close easy ones.
Easy one is just like you
like a piece of cake.
Piece of cake.
So that's very interesting. It's many times people look at people that achieve something or succeed at something, and they don't realize what it took to get there. You know what I mean?
Right. Behind the scenes,
it's every day.
Behind the scenes, you stress a lot.
Right.
Behind the scenes, a lot of deals like fell apart.
Right. Especially in the beginning, probably.
Beginning. Today also, like you're not getting like all clean deals.
Right.
You have to think out of box. You have to understand how you can close it, what you
Right.
can do. Yeah, it's behind the scenes, like a lot of stuff you stressed.
Right. So what happened, let's say, in the months that, let's say, you said you were 6 months in the beginning, no deal closed. How did you keep on pushing? How did you understand what was your mindset? Where were you at that you were saying, you know what, I got this? Like what was your thinking? Like what was your flow, you know? What was going on?
I would say I had no other choice but to move forward, right?
Why did you have no other choice?
I have family.
How much?
And
You have a family,
and,
children.
Children, and I'm already. I like it.
Right.
When I started doing this, I really like this.
So you enjoyed what you were doing.
I'm enjoying what I'm doing, and it's not about like. Of course, I have a goal, but you also. I was looking at different people who already achieved something, right? And I said, "Oh, I want to achieve. I want to try to achieve."
You're saying people in the company,
and the company,
founders, and things like that, like top
company, people in the company, outside of company.
Right.
I had a lot of examples for myself. That I have to move forward.
So you knew you can do it.
No, you never know. No, you.
Did you believe in yourself? Like when
Of
you're going.
course, I believe in myself, and my
Right.
wife believed
Right.
in myself.
Okay.
She every day says, "You can do it. You can make
That's
it."
a good wife.
Yes. So, but you never know if you're gonna achieve this goal or not, right?
Right. Till it's done.
Until it's done, right? So, don't give up. Don't
Right.
put your hands down.
Right.
Move forward.
So I think like the message for all those in the market right now, anyone that's in sales, any financial sales or any sales in general, if you're a mortgage broker, real estate agent, is don't define, what the market, don't let that define you, who you are. It might be a hard, season, but be creative, and a lot that's why we're getting a lot of private money deals. Be creative. Keep on pushing, and believe in yourself, and surround yourself with people that believe in you.
Right.
Like don't.
I would
it's
say
hard to be at it all alone.
What I always say is either you close or you sell houses, like you create games, or whatever. It has to make sense for you. If it doesn't make sense for you, what you're doing, it's change. Move
Right.
to
So
another field.
So you had a passion about it. You enjoyed what you were doing. You're one of the lucky ones to be able to identify earlier on. This is something I want to do. Is that a correct statement? Or
No.
You didn't know.
I moved here.
Right.
And it was only an opportunity to start working here for me.
Got it.
Yeah.
So the opportunity.
I started working here.
You didn't seek it out. It just it divine providence came to your. I guess someone suggested it or whatever, and you went ahead with it.
No, I started working here, and I enjoyed what I was doing, like closing deals as like processor, underwriter.
Right.
To put everything together, to understand, to.
Right.
So if it makes sense for you, do it.
Right.
If it does make sense for you, try to find something else.
And so, how are you managing? You mentioned you've been coming early, leaving late, and I know you're a very committed father. I know you told me a few times I have to take my kids to swimming. I gotta go. I know.
When
So
we started, I didn't have to take my kids to swimming.
They were smaller.
Yes, yeah, smaller. Plus, my wife helped me at the time.
Right.
She helps me right now too, but she knew that I have to work.
Right.
I was the only person who was working, right?
Right.
So home.
Right.
When I came from the office, if needed, I work at home still. I work when everybody goes sleep. I sit in front of my computer.
And
working.
do you enjoy it?
Yes, I wouldn't do it if I didn't enjoy it. And I need it. You
Right.
need to keep moving all the time. You need to my work is 24/7.
Right.
I cannot work from 9 till 5. If I work from 9 till 5, I'm not gonna be. I won't be today at my
Right.
stage what I'm doing, what I achieve today, right? From 9 to 5, it's just like if you're on salary based.
Right.
If you're on commission, 24/7.
It's your life.
If somebody calls you, pick up the phone, answer, or tell them I'll call you later,
Right.
or send me like you file. I will work it and I'll get back to you.
So one thing I really am impressed by you is I've seen a big pitfall in a lot of salespeople, a lot of people, and trying to generate sales and things like that, is they view the money as the driving force for making the sale. So let's say they look at the person that they're dealing with and they think, oh, how much money can I make off this deal?
Don't think about this.
Right.
Close as much as possible deals.
So you focus
You
more
will get on closing deals.
helping your clients close.
Right.
That's
it.
it.
Doesn't matter if you have 100,000
Right.
or deal, right? Or you have 5 million deal. It doesn't matter.
Right.
You have to provide your service to everyone.
Right.
The same service.
Right.
Like giving everyone, like I'm talking to friends or anybody, I'm telling one example. I have a client, we closed $300,000 for that client, right? Mm-hmm. He only brought like closing costs. We basically finance 100% because we use cross collateral, right?
Right.
You know what happened after? I closed it was last year. I closed for 5 million for that client. He sent me referrals, and for him. And this year, I think I closed over 5 million for these clients. Wow. But I started with 300. I provide the service. I did whatever I have to do.
Right. So instead of talking and saying, I'm going to do this for you, you just did it. You went ahead and closed the deal for them, and that's what made them a returning customer.
Right.
You gave them good service.
Yes.
Like, one thing I noticed in a lot of companies out there is they put a lot of money into, let's say, marketing. So they have sales, but when it comes to the process of once the client is interested, suddenly the guy doesn't get back to you or things like that. I've experienced that recently in a company I'm working, trying to do something with them, and the guy was really good at like convincing me to sign up. You know what I mean? But the second after I signed up, the lights went dark. You know what I mean?
I know. No.
So your focus is not so much on the sales part. Your focus is
customer
on
service.
Customer service.
Also.
You have a deal. Let me see what I can do for you. Let me close it for you, and I'm sure you'll come back.
For sure, yes.
Because I will do a good job for you.
And I will say, don't retire on one deal.
Right.
Don't be greedy.
Right.
Don't overcharge your customers. So if you charge normal, they will come back for sure. They know you can close, that you provide good service, you don't overcharge. Why not? Like we closed this year deal. Like it took to close like 400 something days.
Right. That was the deal I wanted to ask about.
So what happened?
Because that's something that I heard about as it was going. There's two deals I want to find out about.
Hold on.
That we'll get to it. Let's first start with that.
Okay, what happened? So basically, I had a buyer, right? I had a client who we did a loan like we did a loan last year. He bought a motel, right?
Right.
But before he bought that motel, we made an offer. We gave him like LOI, like term sheet.
Right.
So we spoke to the leasing agent. We told him, listen, if this offer is accepted, basically we are ready to draw tax.
Right.
So it helped him. It helped to accept our offer.
Right.
His offer.
I have a question, just to interject for a second. Were you guys just saying you're ready to draw docs, or you're really ready to draw?
We were really to draw docs.
And that's because we draw docs right over here.
Yes. No, we were really to draw docs, and so his offer was accepted.
Right.
But one of the sellers didn't want to sell this property. So we put it on hold, but we knew that if it comes back, he won the deal already.
Right.
And we closed another. He bought another motel. We did we did 70 LTV on the deal.
That's pretty good.
And this client already understood how it was working.
Right. He understood you guys.
I met with him yesterday, by the way.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we did. We went for a dinner. So yeah. So basically, that's it. Basically, I did my job.
Right.
Everything. So he doesn't need me anymore, right? We bought one hotel, and that hotel on hold, and you don't know what's gonna happen.
Right.
So Year later, like
Wow.
we gave him LOI in August, and in August he calls me, Kirill he said, Kirill, we have 3 weeks to close.
Wow.
If we don't close, I don't have
I
a
would
deal.
think the guy is joking with me.
No.
What do you mean 3 weeks to close? What took a year to get 3 weeks to close? You
I
know?
know, no, but it's not our fault, right? It's
Right.
the seller didn't want to sell. So
Right.
He says we have 3 weeks to close.
Right.
And you know what?
Where was the property located? In which state?
In
California?
yeah.
Okay.
And you know what? But here's the deal. Last year we offered like 6.6, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And he tells me, Kirill, I need more money.
Gosh.
So basically,
More than the
I had to get him a new term sheet, new LOI.
right.
So basically, I got him 7.8.
Wow.
We used another property as cross collateral.
Mm-hmm.
I think we went behind like 4 or 5 million was first. We did second on one property.
Mm-hmm.
We closed deal as cross collateral.
Right.
Yeah, but so we went behind on another property and did first and put first on purchase property.
Right.
But you know what's funny about this deal? Like, when we released loan docs, seller exercised options, 3 extension, 15 days each. So we had to wait another 45 days.
Oh my gosh.
And when it was the day to close, seller delayed another 1 day.
This was one tough seller.
Yes.
I hope he got a good deal.
No, we closed, but
Did he get a good deal?
7. What do you mean?
When he purchased the motel, was that a good
Yes.
good deal for him?
Yeah, when he purchased first time hotel, we did 70 LTV.
Right.
It's
Right, but
deal
the price that he paid for the motel was good.
Good, yes, he's getting good.
So he had to deal with a seller that was a little hard, but it was worth it for him because he had some upside in getting a good deal.
No, first deal wasn't like tough to close, but I needed to get him like 70 LTV.
Wow. And tell me about the deal. This is, the famous deal. I remember when you hit the bell. I was following along when this deal was happening. The $20 million deal. Tell me about that.
Yeah, it's like when I issued LOI, I wasn't thinking it's gonna close because like a referral broker was back and forth with me like so many
Right,
times.
I remember that was a complex deal. Tell me the background. What's the story?
So I issued LOI.
Right.
And waited 2 or 3 weeks when it was signed and returned to me. And when it was returned to me, we had 9 days to fund.
Wow.
Otherwise, a buyer was losing the property.
On a $20 million deal, 9 days. Wow.
Yes.
That's hard. What type of property was it again?
Commercial, medical
Facility.
medical building.
And a lot of lenders won't do that.
They can close it
Right.
since 2021. I didn't sleep a lot of the time. I
Right.
slept around I was sleeping for 4 hours a day.
But what were you doing?
I had to push broker to get items. We had to order BPO. We didn't need appraisal, but we need to get a BPO. We need to provide information to make sure that everything works. We need to contact title, escrow. Title wasn't responding well at the time.
You were moving fast, but you had to make sure everyone's moving as fast as you.
My goal was also that everyone is doing their job
Fast.
faster. They expedite.
Right.
So, and really, we funded in 9 days.
Congratulations on that one.
Yeah, it was it was one of my achievement.
Right.
My goal was before to fund at least one deal.
I have done 4.5 days, but not that loan amount.
No, for basically what I want to say is that for me it was a goal to fund 10 million deal.
Right.
One deal.
And you did 20.
20, yeah. So I achieved one at least.
So that's what bumped your numbers up.
No, if you remove.
I'm just kidding.
I'm just kidding. You have to have a luck.
Yeah.
You have to have a gut who supports you.
Right.
Yeah, it's not just you. It's a
Right.
team. It's the people who surround you. I'm not saying that it's all my accomplishment. It was accomplishment of achievement of company.
Right.
Not
So
only
it was
me.
teamwork. It was
Makes
you.
dream work.
Exactly. You were pushing forward. You were making sure everyone's on the same page.
Yes.
Making sure the deal could close.
We have-
and you didn't sleep, right?
Yes.
So it's not like it just closed by itself.
Yes.
You worked hard, but you also believe that there was intervention, God helping you out just to get it
Yes.
done.
And regarding, you said 4.5 days,
Mm-hmm.
my fastest close this year was less than 48 hours.
Right, I remember that.
It was like, I don't know, like around 45, 46 hours
Right,
to
I remember that.
to fund, to draw docs, sign, fund, and
Right.
record.
So you had a complete package. It was a cash out, right?
It was a purchase.
Was it purchase? I thought it was a cash out.
No, it was a purchase. And I got dogs. It was Wednesday.
I always thought it was a cash out.
No, it was like 500 something loan amount, I believe,
Right.
or plus minus. I got deal like Wednesday, like 2 or 3 p.m. I got approved it like in an hour. I don't remember. We released loan docs either Wednesday night or Thursday morning, right?
Oh, wow.
We signed, funded on Friday, and recorded on Friday because it wasn't LA County. Like only in LA County you can record the same day. Other counties they accept the same day.
So, really a remarkable achievement what you achieved this year and how getting to this point. And I just want to wish you tremendous success in 2023. And we'll end off the podcast with this. There's a lot of young people looking for careers. They're looking to get into real estate. They're looking to get into the stock market. Right now, it's the best time for young people, really, that do not have, extreme wealth yet to achieve it. Because, people that are sitting on, success for many years, the nature of it is you get comfortable and you kind of sit in, the back row. That's the nature. You got what you need. You have, a house, you have financial freedom, you have everything working for you. So now this time around, the market, we don't know where it's going to go, what's going to happen. Definitely, with inflation, nothing's going to be for free. You know what I mean? It's just that's money's becoming, things are more expensive now. So it's different than the past. And also, the loans that we have been doing are really people putting in money. So it's not like we're going to have a 2008 and things like that. But the question I want for our viewers is, I don't know what to do. I just got out of college. I'm just getting started. Or, I might, where do I start? Where do I begin to find my journey to figure it out?
I think everyone has already something in mind what they want to do, right? Try it. If you enjoy it, if it makes sense for you, move forward. Just you have to. You start with something, right? You getting small achievements, right? So if it works for you, think what you can do. What you can do to do better. How can you advertise yourself, right? Find people who will inspire you. You always, if you do sport, right? You do running. Find person who will inspire you, that you want to achieve the same results as that person,
Right.
and go forward and move, and do better.
Right.
Find who will inspire you as well. It helps. Trust me, I have people who inspire me in this business, right?
Right.
Who inspired and who still inspire me in
Right.
this business. And don't be afraid hard time.
Right.
Hard times make you stronger, and you will understand if you can do it or not.
Right.
Hard time helps people. It's don't be afraid hard time. Only during hard time you can become more successful than when it's no, it's easy
Right.
time.
Right. So you're saying basically, first of all, everyone knows if you just have a moment of quiet, a moment of silence, just think, what am I good at? What am I inclined to do? And then once you see a little bit of success in that, you're saying double down on that.
Yes.
Grow it. Get better at it.
No, just understand how you can do better. What you can do better to achieve more.
And that will let you know where you need to go.
Right.
That will guide
just how you can advertise
and then
yourself.
and follow people that will inspire you. Look at, try to get a mentor. Try to get someone that will be where you want to go. You're saying
I don't say mentor.
not mentor.
I said person who will inspire you. Okay, if you have an agent and you like the way she or he sells the properties, right? Represent buyers, sellers.
Right.
This person can be your inspiration, right?
Right.
So follow this, do this, like achieve that person's goal, that person's stage, right? And then do better.
Right.
No mentors. You can if you need a mentor, find a mentor, but you need to put like, for example, you do like 100 million, right? I want what I'm gonna think. I want to close 100 billion,
Right.
or close to 100.
Right.
Once I reach 100, I will try to close more.
Right. Thank you so much, and thanks for taking the time out of a busy day.
Thank you for inviting
and tuning into Prime Time with Mendel for my viewers. Definitely hit the subscribe button and follow me for more. 2023 is going to be my best year and your best year, so we're really excited. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mendel.
Thanks a lot.
Happy New
Take
Year.
care.